Good evening everyone, I'm Lawrence Fishpond. In a lucky turn of events, the PlayStation 2 video game Animal Soccer World was shut down by authorities after local man Jim Caddick was found locked in a room of his own house by the video game itself. Police were able to find him after a neighbour complained that they heard screaming coming from the house that lasted for over 3 hours. Nobody during the investigations were able to decipher what the screaming was supposed to mean, but doctors say that Mr. Caddick is expected to make a full recovery in about 5 minutes.
Oh wow, I haven't played Super Mario 64 in donkey's years. Oh well, you know, it is October, it's getting rather chilly outside, and if there's any game that can warm your cold, dead heart, it's Super Mario 64.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you.
Yeah, cake. We know what that really means, you filthy bitch! Oh damn, I forgot how much I love this game! It's nearly started, yes, come on, I'm ready to go, Okay, what the fuck? It's that time of the year again, October. The wind is picking up, the hoodies are back out, the birds have flown away for the winter, the leaves have turned orange and are absolutely bloody everywhere. Get out of my garden! And Halloween is fast approaching. Which also means that this channel has officially entered once again the Month of Terraraarr. That very special month dedicated to spooky things, video filters, and scares that will fill your pants. And speaking of filling your pants, who's heard of Bowsette?
I'm sorry, that was disgusting. Seriously though, if you're well versed enough in internet culture to be watching this video right now, you probably know everything about Bowsette at this point. In case you don't though, during one of Nintendo's most recent Nintendo Directs, they went into a little bit more depth about new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Switch, at which point they announced that Toadette would be a playable character. What happened next though, nobody could have predicted. Toadette donned a new power-up, the Super Crown, and morphed into a Princess Peach look-alike, adding further credence to my theory that Peach is nothing but an old parasitic fungus. With that, the fuse was lit and the fan-made Dream Super Crown scenarios were inevitable, all started by the Twitter user Ike92, who brought forward the idea that Mario and Bowser are so sick of the shit Peach has put them both through for over 30 years, so Bowser himself equips the crown and then fucks and s***s with Mario's Italian cock and bub. What started as a concept of the Mario universe that nobody saw coming, eventually led to a concept that had everybody coming. This is Bowsette, a twisted amalgamation of what happens if Bowser were the one who used the Super Crown power. And despite the fact he turns into a version of Peach with giant badoingies for no real reason, don't let that fool you. That is not Peach. That's still Bowser under that disguise. You're beating your peenie to this, never forget it.
Cute.
And if the idea of being tricked into getting excited over an angry Barney the dinosaur with no Johnson isn't scary enough for Halloween, I don't know what is.
Plus it gets even stranger once you consider that Peach has most probably had her way with Bowser at least once, according to Super Mario Sunshine, when she gets confused about Bowser Jr.'s existence.
Mama Peach.
So now the idea of her making out with herself, but with sharp teeth and massive breech, doesn't bode well for anybody.
The Bowsette craze hasn't only found its way to pen and paper though, because what I discovered recently was one of the most demented and terrifying things I've ever laid eyes on. And no, I'm not talking about Mario forgetting his Botox. Super Mario 64, a classic in every sense of the word, revolutionary for the time, and it still holds up marvelously today. I mean, I could do without the occasional camera fits and 100 coin stars appearing in impossible to reach locations, but it really is still one of the best Mario games ever made, and I say that as someone who only ever played it for the first time a few years ago. I am not nostalgic for Mario 64 whatsoever. And when I'm talking about scares and Mario 64, I'm going nowhere near the cliched bollocks that everybody mentions. Welcome to our list of the scariest video game moments. Number 15, the piano in Super Mario. I'm looking for the properly deranged, stuff beyond your imagination that you'd never expect to see in a Mario game. And I think I found something. While browsing Tumblr one day, I found the most intriguing ROM hack for Super Mario 64 I think I've ever seen, developed by a guy known online as Kaze Emanuar, or Kaze Emanuar, I'm really sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, who's best known for making loads of other high-quality Super Mario 64 ROM hacks like Mario 64 Odyssey and Portal 64. But with this hack specifically, like a seagull to a cone of chips, I snagged it up as soon as I could, while screaming at all the children walking past.
I downloaded it, installed it, ran it, and then this happened.
The game opens up exactly like it always does. The memorable menu theme springs to life. Charles Martinet makes my morning.
Hello.
Okay, actually, before all of that, there was this noise.
Sweet.
which made me dump, but everything else is as you'd expect. Princess Peach, Princess Toadstool beckons Mario to her castle with the promise of cake, which once again we really know means that she wants him to and then Lakitu pops up with his camera. We follow him through a sweeping shot of the castle grounds, circle around the edge of a conspicuous green pipe, and then
oh my god, Mario has breeds! Mario has breeds! Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Mario Billy.
Okay, so ignoring the fact that for a mod, this is actually surprisingly well done, even to the point of the correct sound effects being spliced together really well. I mean, just look at this. Are you terrified? Because you should be. Lara Croft, move aside. I thought you were one of the most shameless character designs of early 3D gaming, but Bowsette 64 over here has you beat. Check out those wiggle physics. Look how far these bloody things stick out. It looks like someone strapped a cushion to her nips. And please, for the love of our Lord, please explain why Bowsette's default standing position is Waluigi. Believe it or not, I can look past most of what's going on here, including this. I mean, what's going on here? I don't know, and I'm not sure the wall likes it. But I cannot for the life of me ignore the fact that Bowsette stands there like a bowed-legged horse jockey in S&M gear. With all the effort gone into the animations, sound effects, and everything else, why the spindly Johnny standing pose?
Hold on a bleeding breed, I just realised. If Toadette wears the super crown, she becomes Peachette, right? So wouldn't that mean if Bowser donned the super crown, he should be Powser? Or Peacher. The name Bowsette implies that Toadette is wearing a super crown that morphs her into Bowser. I mean, what the hell would that look like? Oh god, don't look it up. No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. No, don't you do it. Stop. Don't you do it. Oh, great. Bye, sleep.
Anyway, I'm sure you're curious. Is this simply a Mario reskin and nothing else? Well, actually, no. You have a new special move to play with along with your own chest. You can do absolutely everything Mario can do. Run around, walk around, somersault, long jump, triple jump, breakdance, kick. But since you are Bowser, obviously, you can breathe fire. And this isn't just an attack. It's so powerful that you can outright destroy elements of the environment, enemies, bosses, and even NPCs. Hey Toad. Oh what? Your princess is in another castle?
Piss off!
Oh look, it's that useless penguin mother. You love your child so much, yet you somehow totally lost it somewhere. Screw child protection services.
You deserve death!
Oh yes, now we have the problem of the homeless baby penguin with no mother.
Say hi to your mum for me!
I also accidentally discovered that you can blow up other random interactable objects like platforms, which isn't very useful at all, and doors. Yes, even locked doors of the castle itself, which is more useful. And where some doors will lead you to a black void of nothing, most of the block star doors will just let you walk right on through, completely removing the need for you to collect any power stars in the first place, which is the main point of the game. But where's the fun in that, eh? I want to burn everything in my path. Oh wait. Oh, come on. The game crashed.
Yes, sadly, as good as any ROM hack can be, unfortunately, as far as software goes, it isn't the most stable thing you can use on your computer. It will do that kind of thing, but hey, nothing's stopping you from resetting the game and trying again, is there? What's that? Oh, really? You're joking, right? Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. That's really... Yep, I've officially lost my shit!
Okay, the standing pose was bad enough, but this is just bloody ridiculous. Time to throw this block away. Oh right, yeah, that's something else to mention with this mod. While blowing everything up around you is great fun and totally breaks the game, it breaks it in more than one way, unfortunately. Whenever you hit the attack button, the same button used for dashing, grabbing, and throwing, by the by, you will throw a fireball regardless of your situation, meaning that if you're already holding an object or an object is close enough to you, the fireball will make contact with the thing immediately in front of you and explode right in your peachy little face. And that, unfortunately, is what makes the game itself slightly impossible to play in some places. For instance, the Bowser fights. Well, more accurately, the fights with yourself. Ever seen Fight Club? Sorry, I digress. You need to do these in order to progress, yet unfortunately, every single damn time I tried to spin him, I couldn't help but throw a fireball, which then makes Bowser spontaneously vanish. I mean, yeah, it's funny and everything, but I can't go any further now, and all I can do is throw myself off the arena to try again. Which then doesn't work when I come back, so I'm totally stuck, which is a shame, because even if you don't like Bowsette as a concept or can't ignore the idea of playing Mario 64 with a world-ending fireball attack is one that's very appealing. But moments like that combined with the crashing unfortunately means I didn't enjoy it that much, but hey, maybe you'll be luckier than me. I'll leave some download links for the hack in the description below for you to try, and hopefully Nintendo won't mind the fact that Bowser now has breeds and won't take any of those links down in the future. I mean, you can even make Bowsette pole dance, which I'm sure would make at least 2/3 of the internet dreams come true, so they can't take it down just yet.
Well, this was a good start to the month of Terra, wasn't it? Pretty spooky stuff if you don't mind me saying so, but the question is, Is this going to match up in terms of frights to the next thing I'm going to look at on this channel? Well, tune in to the next episode of Caddicarus where I'm going to be covering...
Jesus Christ, that's why Bowsette's chest is so enlarged. Her bags are filled with helium. She's so buoyant she's floating above the floor. Sorry, that was me trying to be spooky for Halloween month. Hey everybody, thank you for staying until the very end of this video about Bowsette. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you did stay until the end, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And yes, the outtakes will be on in just a second at the very end of this video, so please stay tuned like always. But before we get there, I just need to thank every single one of the patrons on the screen right now that are going by in the credits, and also the top tier Patreon supporters. And you can find out all of the information about my Patreon page in the description below if you want to, but nobody's holding a gun to your head. You can do whatever you want. I'm still going to be making content on here regardless. Omar Matu, William Sanborn, Mitchell Reed, DC Dungeon Master, Braden Kenny, Jake Delahaye 2008, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm sorry if I got it wrong, AD Thornton Smith, Exopaz, Thomas Olson, QB, Nathan Young, I Have a Portal Gun, Cyberpunk Symphony, Mills Kahai, Oblivion Rising, Matthew Hubble, Binary Code, Daniel Leon, Kirsten B, and Brandon. Great name there. Thank you so much, every single one of you.
Oh, and there he is.
Here he
Come
comes.
to ruin the whole thing again.
Where is he? There he is.
What are you so jolly about? Yeah, cake. We really know. We don't know anything. Oh, wow, I haven't played Super Mario 64 in donkey's years. Well, I mean, you know what they say... They don't say that, no. It's that time of the year again, October. The hoodies are coming... Yeah, cake. It's that time of the year again, October. The wind...
In my throat.
Yeah, cake. We really... I'm using that one. I'm using that one. So now the idea of her making out with herself but with sharp teeth and massive breech doesn't bode well for her. Cool. And that's how quick I do my poos, everybody. And just you hold on a bleeding breed, I just realised. Everyone in the comments thinking, oh, it's Caddy's cat. How cute. This is Karis's cat. I'm a dog person. I'm this thing.
Yes, but can
look,
I point
I'm
out...
that thing's person.
Look. Stan. There's that. Right. Evie.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't listen to you.
There she is.
Oh, did she come out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she is.
I stand corrected.